yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, man? So, nice turnaround from the Dow Jones. I'm assuming you can hear me on Instagram and YouTube. What's up? Love those rocking out. Yep, yep, yep. Some kids doing Tool. I love that kid. Been a minute since you can catch a live, huh? Nice turnaround from the Dow. This is why I don't like to do much at the open. At the open is they, old Wall Street adage is amateurs at the open. Amateurs at the open, pros at the close. So I really like to wait until about 11 o'clock to make any moves, ordinarily. Now, sometimes I got to call an audible. Sometimes you can just feel the momentum has changed. A brand new stock added to the portfolio yesterday. I've been waiting to get into this one. You ain't got to buy IPOs, man. So I just been waiting. I missed my chance on the last pullback because I was focused on Airbnb. When this turned around yesterday, I knew that was our chance. So send out a little notification if you're in the Money Flow gang saying, hey, I'm adding a brand new starter position. Now, as a starter, meaning small, it technically wasn't a stage one, but it was like going in the right direction. It's that back in the box thing. So, still plenty of time. It's popped on me already, so it's already up 7%. So, that's unfortunate. I think we're up about 8% since yesterday. Got the money. I was all in. Got the money on this. As I explained to people a lot of times, they'd be like, gee, I'm all in. I can't add to nothing. And I'm like, why do you have such little faith? Money flow works, man, if you have different stocks, because different stocks are going to take off at different times, okay? So if you look at Zynga's up today. It's actually higher than where we. So Zynga was a big pop, and I closed this out. I don't need to be in it anymore, okay? Once the buyout news is out, that's it. I'm done. You don't need to hold it. It's not going to run. It's just going to float. They've already given you the price. Now, the Zynga deal, this is a lesson. You need to go read on this because I had a lot of people asking me. Go read on this shit. When they did the Zynga deal, $3.50 per share is paid in cash. The rest is in stock. Now, if you wanted, Take-Two, whatever it is, Interactive, whatever they call themselves, if you wanted that stock, cool. Just sit around and wait and you'll get it. That's not what I wanted to do, or I'd already owned shares, okay? So at the open, closed out, shortly thereafter, closed out Zynga. Now, what is that? That's $5,000 cash infusion for me. That was $5,000. That's a 50% pop. Now, remember, I was all in. Now I'm all in, and I got a bunch of money. And so I'm like, oh, cool. Now I get to buy Dash. You see how that works? And if you remember a minute back, we had that same thing happen with Taco, right? See, look, Taco's the same price. It isn't changing. If you own it, you got to sell it. It's over. The deal's over. It's just going to go sideways, and then this ticker symbol is going to disappear as if it never existed, and it'll be part of the Jack in the Box ticker, right? And you'll see stocks adjust for that. Well, these things happen, man. And this is how you come up with money. Like, when stocks are going to break out differently, you're going to have some growth stocks rip. They're going to go first. And as they run up, you're going to hit a 70 RSI. And you're going to be like, well, you trim it. And you put on to the other lower. And you keep working it. And you mush forward, man. That's one of the hardest things that I have a hard time getting people to understand. It's so difficult. So, where's PayPal? Oh, it's breaking out. Look at that. PayPal's breaking out. Now, don't sell your stocks to buy crypto, man. Ain't no reason to do that. Keep your stocks. You got to keep them separated. They wrote a song about it. Keep it separated. I'm not saying never do that. You know, it's just, I like trading stocks, man. I can't trade stocks if I have it all in crypto. I like trading crypto, but damn, this is Dash. So we got long Dash yesterday. You should have got long with me. We got long right there. Oh, this is PayPal, excuse me. Dash is on the run. It moved too fast. We got long right here. So it's moving fast. You know, you got to keep drugs separated, right? All you guys that be getting fucked up, and I watch all these people on Bourbon Street fucking barely walking, falling down. It's mostly girls, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Like, just watching people. It's because they're drinking, oh, let's do 3 Jello shots. Let's do some bourbon, and then we'll drink some beer. Hey, let me get some wine. And then they're all fucked up. So that ain't how you do it, man. You got to stick with the thing you came with. Where's Z? Stock market's looking good today, man. And Z's technically back in the box. Technically. Yes, I'd call that back in the box. Not ripping. A lot of people have asked about SoFi. Let's look at SoFi. SoFi's off the bottom, back in the box. That's pretty good, right? Now, what do I mean by back in the box? Meaning, if you follow the money flow and you see the stages, right? See the stages, and you can draw them out, right? These were stages. So if we're looking at the pattern, remember the 20 helps us do that. Helps us keep this all in, you know, below the 20, breaking above the 20. So the 20 helps us understand. Now let's move it over to the pattern. Thought I had it up. Let's see. Super important. If you don't understand this, stop trading stocks, man. Just fucking stop. Stop playing with yourself. That's all you're doing. If you don't understand this, you're just playing with yourself. Just mental masturbation. You got to understand this. If you don't, stop right now. Like, stop what you're doing. Stop. And just buy index funds. Okay? If you don't understand this, just stop and only buy index funds. You have to understand this before you start buying stocks. Even if you're a day trader, even if you're a swing trader, even if you're a position trader, which there are a difference. So if I had you alone and I said, hey man, what kind of trader are you? Could you answer that question? Do you know what kind of trader you are? Or are you just at the whim of the market? Well, if I'm losing real bad, then I'm a buy and holder. But if I'm winning real good, then I flip in and out, then I'm a trader. Really? Is that it? Just fucking delusion. You got to know, man. You got to know what you're doing. Are you flipping houses or are you buying to rent them? 2 different games. Are you buying houses to flip them or are you buying houses to rent them? 2 different games, 2 different kinds of houses, different kinds of financing, different crews, different. It's all different. Well, flipping stocks is different than buy and hold, right? We're going to buy them at different times. We're looking for different things. You're not trying to day trade up when the market's going down, right? That wouldn't make any sense. So we got to trade with the winds of the market. And this is the wind of the market right here. And so you should always be asking yourself, what stage is this stock in? But not only what stage is this stock in. So if this comes back into this right in here, that's super bullish, okay? Why? Because it's reconfirming this. They tried to bust it down. Now it's back. And that you'll get your biggest moves out of that, man. And where's our target? Previous high. So somewhere right around in there. Now, in my opinion, easiest trading is position trading. And I do some swing trading. Some of the things that I like to swing trade are things like gush. You can't position trade this. Okay? You'll lose your ass. This thing could drop really far. So this is something that I'm not swing trading. I'm position trading. Okay? I mean, I'm the other way around. I'm swing trading it, not position trading it. What's up, Matt? So we got to get real clear on that. And that'll make your trading much easier. You might even separate the accounts for that. I separate my buy and holds from my position trades. Now, most of the time, I'm position trading growth stocks. Ubers, Lyfts, Airbnb, things like that. Meaning, I think they have a higher value than they're currently trading for. Now, that can get out of whack with but with oil, I mean, we're just trading it up, I mean, until it stops going up. I mean, we don't know how far it's going to go up or down. We have no idea. I have no idea where oil's going. You can go and read and watch Fox News. Maybe Barney can help you. You'll be watching Barney, and Barney, who is probably one of the worst stock traders in America. I watch him every day. He has no fucking idea what he's doing. But as you watch him, you know, he'll bring on these other idiots that'll try to tell you they know where oil's going. They don't know either. We know when it broke above the 20, it was going to here. We know that. I know that. You say, well, what if it does? Well, then it doesn't. But that's what I'm betting on, that it goes there. Why? Because that's a duplicatable process. So as I watch the money flow, remember, it's going to go sideways, up, down, sideways. And when it rips up my target, I just look left. Now, when I look left, it's just to start to take some off, meaning because as it hits this up in here, I've made money. Now I just need to start downsizing the position so that when it does eventually turn, like it did here, when I do get stopped out, it'll be on much less shares. Does that make sense? So you want to sell into strength, you want to buy weakness. If you get that, boy, you'll be sitting pretty. Now, when you get into penny stocks, shit gets different. It's a lot more risky. This is why I try to stress as much as I can. Very small positions in companies that are speculative, okay? Very small, meaning I would never put as much money. Now, Zynga, while not a penny stock, it was a small cap, actually made money. That's a different game, okay? A penny stock, I don't know if you'd call it, it is a penny, is that I'm in right now, it's very risky, is DS. Okay, this is a high-risk stock. Look at it ripping. So I've been saying I'm buying 100 shares almost every day. All through this stage one, I'm just buying. Not big buys, just dribbling. I'm just dripping in. I don't know when. So I get that question a lot. What should I do with 10 grand? Shit, do what I do. Go buy yourself a few stocks. Start dripping in, man. I mean, we'll get through the 10 grand pretty quick. You don't put it in one thing. You build a portfolio and you start dripping into the ones that are set up to move higher. So we got a target of $5. It's $1.56. This could take years to play out. This is what people miss. It'll run up. It'll start to go sideways. Now, I might take some off up here, but I'm not getting out. I might take some off as it bangs the RSI, right? Why? Because I know that's probably the top temporarily. I can't do I get all out, I come back and get all in because I'm going to miss it. See, my biggest fear is this goes to $5 without me. That's my biggest fear, not that it goes down. So keep that in mind. All right, man. I'm going to have to kick you off. Yeah. I had to kick that guy off, man. We're not going down that stuff. No YouTube conspiracy theories. That'll get you kicked off. Yeah. So we're ripping higher, man. All of these look good, dude. I mean, the problem we're having now is trying to find dividend stocks on sale. Look at this. Look at the SPY coming back. JP Morgan came on the news today. Not JP Morgan. The JP Morgan. My man asked a good question, and we'll talk about this. Is a good question. Jamie Dimon, head of JP Morgan, said today he thinks everything looks great. He don't know why people aren't buying stocks. And then look at the turnaround. We'll call that the Jamie Dimon put. What's up, Doc? Brittany? Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, HBI is the only one that looks cheap, man. And I'd like to get 1,000 shares of that bad boy. So my man says, do you shave off some off top of dividend stocks or strictly accumulation? Yes, I do, but rare. And you say, what do you mean? Meaning if I have a full position, let me pull it, if I can pull it up over here without, let me give you an example of when I would, okay? And you got to adjust these numbers for you, okay? Adjust these numbers for you that I'm going to show you. Ooh, I'm up like 10 grand. We're flying today. Let's see. All right, so what I'm going to show you is you're going to adjust for you, okay? All right. Now, if you look, this is in my set. The highest position over here is $20,000, $20,712. That's BX. Now, I own some of these in other accounts, meaning I have BX in more than one account. I have Southern Electric in more than one account. So the total position, that's what I should have done, huh? Should have done that another way. Anyway, this runs at about 35,000. If you go down to the bottom of the list, this is buy and hold, what do you see? Hasbro, $1,300. Why is Hasbro $1,300? But if you go up here to BX or SO or Pepsi, they're 16,000. Well, I've been doing the money flow on them for like 10 years. Meaning as they go in stage one, I buy 1-2 shares. Well, fast forward 10 years, plus dividends, plus growth, you got 17 grand. But it wasn't like, what do I do with 17 grand? It was like, what do I do with $300? And so I've just been building this out over the years. And as they pay dividends, I reinvest it. So this is one that I'm trying to build. I would be willing to shave these because if you notice, these are way out of whack. So my goal is to keep each position around, it was 10,000. I'm now raising that. And so you're going to raise it. So for you, let's say it's $3,000 a position. Well, if you start a new position with $300 and it takes off on you, let me give you an example. PM here. This is an example of a new stock that ran. Okay, let me move this for a second. So I don't lie. Let me get the exact number. So I'd put money into buy and hold, and then I trimmed another stock, right? And I wanted to start a new position. And PM was trading below the 200-day. So if you've traded with me for a minute, you know I love that, right? That's called bread and butter. Now, if you look over here, go down to PM. Now, these are all buy and hold things because that was his question. PM. Come across. You're going to see it's not that big, 25 shares. I'm up 12%. I would stop adding to this because it took off on me. So once it ran, once we got past the breakout, like about, I don't know, right around in here, I'm done. You say, what do you mean? Well, I'm going to wait till the next time it goes sideways and sells off and then goes sideways. So I'm only adding on stage ones. So every day I scan all of my buy and holds and I say, are any of them in a stage one? And then if I find one, I go, okay, how large is my position? Well, the opposite is true. Every day I scan my buy and holds and I look for stage threes. I'm not shaving this. My position's not big enough. It's not going to do much. So I sell 3 shares. I mean, I guess I get $300. But that's how I do it in buy and hold, right? In trading, this would get shaved. I don't give a fuck how many shares it is. You have to shave this. This is the top. I mean, I can show you chart after chart after chart after chart. When this goes green, this is likely the top. So if you look over here, it went green and then it came down. So as a swing trader, I can't ignore what I'm seeing, that it's topping out. So that's what the 4 stages allow you to do, is to see the big picture and then relate the big picture to your trading style. So if your style is different, you might adjust a little, right? And so you can see how on a buy and hold, I trade it slightly different than I would a swing trade or even a position trade. So that's part of the game, is how big is the position. What I don't want to see is a guy with 5 shares of Coca-Cola trying to trim it to get 1 share. It makes no sense. You're just wasting time. You just need to get more money in your account. Hope that helps explain that. All right, we get these fucking dudes talking Arabic. We are going to turn off. Oh, there we go. We're going to turn off the... Oh, yep, I got a phone. All right. Yeah, here shortly I got to get off. I got a guy coming to rekey my car. Hold on just a second. Had my truck stolen. Still dealing with all that bullshit. All right, so growth stocks are flying, buy and holds flying. There's not much on sale. The only thing I like on sale as far as dividends, I still like Hayden's Brands, HBI. This is a nice dividend yield, still trading below the 200. This can be bought. I'd buy every day if I could. Hold on. Sorry, I got a guy coming. What percentage of your portfolio is buy and hold versus trading? 75-25, man. So that's for me, 75-25. So let's see. Somebody mentioned Path. Somebody just take. Oh, look at Path breaking out. Nice. I've got a pretty large position in Path. Try to help. Okay, got to get rid of this guy. All right, bro. I had to get rid of you. Yeah, 75-25. Here. There we go. We just turn off commenting. Sorry, YouTube. Instagram's getting crazy. Says baby trader, but here to learn. So everything's running right now, man. If we just go through the list, where's Uber? Everybody should be looking good. Lyft, slowing down a little bit. Our friend Ashton, me and him were on a live. We might start trying to do a live every Tuesday night for like 45 minutes. Or it was either Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Me and Ashton. Just covering the markets, what we're seeing. Yeah, so that was one that on our live with him the other day. Ashton liked Lucid. You can see it's done well. So good to see what other people are looking at. So if you're swing trading this, you'd be watching the RSI and you'd be watching the previous high. That's how I do it. A lot of ways to do it. I've just found that to be the most productive way. UTSL. I'm in a half position in UTSL right now. So if you think about that half position, that gives me a little wiggle room in here. Like, yeah, we're getting a sell signal now, but because I'm in half a position after having bought it down here and rode it up, took some off, took some off, took some off, took some off, and now it's coming down. So not as big a deal, so I can give it a little room. But yeah, I'm at half position in UTSL. It's one of my favorite things to trade. Man, I was going to show you something here. Oh, on this PM. Hold on. 1123. Big dividends from these cigarette stocks, man. All right. So here's the first buy. Was 1123. taking a shot that was the box. Now we just nibble because it had just barely started to turn. And actually it went back down. Comes back in. There's your next buy. There's your last chance. And then it just rips, man. So you wait at that point. And here's the thing. If you're going to own this for the rest of your life, I promise you, it'll sell off and you'll get plenty of time to add to it later. Just like we have with all these other stocks. Just wanted to point that out. $125 in the house support. Let's see. What price is good to get Tesla? Ooh, I haven't looked at Tesla in a while. This stock's been on a run. I mean, you could buy it here, bro. You could buy it here. It's above the 20, sitting there. This would have been an ideal spot right here. And you see what happens. It rans, hits previous high, comes down. So now it's, I don't know, it's kind of jacked up now. This pattern is kind of jacked up. I don't like it. Above 20, below 20, above 20, below 20, above 20. This is just going sideways, man. This is not good. You know, what we want to see is big runs, right? Big runs. Now it's getting crazy. But this, you could buy some here. Yeah. Somebody said Tesla under 900. Yeah, ideally, it comes back down and holds that. So where's Bitcoin? Are we getting rich today? I haven't even checked. I've been messing with the stupid truck. Let's see. Oh, nice. We've been nibbling. So if you remember, I sent that tweet. I hadn't bought any Bitcoin on this sell-off. Once this sell-off started, I waited till what? Till we stopped. So right in here. So we've been buying, or I have been buying every day now. Once this thing rips, I'm going to stop, man. So we'll see. BX, yeah, that's one of the best trades of my life. Look at that comeback too, man. Look how it stopped right on the 200. Pow. Crazy. So I don't know what lit a fire in the market, but something did. I was about to mention BTC, wanting to throw a few thousand at it. Nervous? What are you nervous about, man? Don't do buys that make you nervous. Just dribble every day, bro. So right here, when I tweeted, you should have bought some. And then yesterday, you should have bought some. And then when that little dip came and it came back in, that's super bullish. You should have bought some. Now you should be buying some today. You should be drip buying. You should get my book, man. Don't be nervous. Be excited. Best way to handle that is to get conviction. You ever meet someone that believes in Jesus with all their heart? I mean, nothing shakes them. You need to be like that with your stocks. Get like that. Be like so convicted. You ever see people, man, there's people aboard an airplane crash into a building. That's conviction. What's Bitcoin? That's just some numbers going up and down. So you got to dig into the story, man. You got to go watch 100 hours of video. You got to brainwash your damn self. That's a lot of people aren't brainwashed. That's their problem. You got to brainwash yourself, man. You know, maybe there's people that disagree with me on that, but that level of conviction has really helped me in life. Write it down, build conviction, no joke. Well, yeah, you got to build conviction. Now, not everything is convictionable, okay? If you're looking at a 22-cent stock, I'm not saying build conviction in that, because that may not be. Now, it could be. Maybe through your research you find something, or maybe a token or a coin. I don't know. But, you know, to me, it's got to make sense. You know, DOT is one that I'm trading. I got a lot of money in this. I borrowed against my Bitcoin to buy more DOT. I have conviction in this. You know, makes it simple for me. But I don't willy-nilly throw that around with everything. I mean, you know, you can't be convicted about everything. So limit your conviction. Said the Bitcoin train is leaving the station. Yeah, I would buy the, this is a good spot to buy Bitcoin, sir. Also, I don't know if you know this, but there are other people that have more than you. So one thing that can help build conviction is to listen to a guy that has $1 billion of it and think, wow, he talks with such confidence, and I've got $3,000 and I sound like a little bitch. Why is that? Maybe that's why he's a billionaire. I don't know. Just thinking. So maybe that could be too. Like, listen to people who are convicted, and then, maybe it'll rub off on you. He said he just threw it 2K. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm buying some too when I get off here. I've been drip buying. I drip buy so much that I don't do large amounts. So that's why I have a hard time with the question, what would you do with 10 grand? I'm like, do what I did yesterday. Like, I'd be checking my charts, looking for stocks that are stage ones, looking to buy, looking for threes. What are stage threes? You know what a stage 3 is. Hits the RSI, starts to go sideways. I'm looking to trim those, and I'm looking to buy these, right? So, like, I just constantly scanning my portfolio. So that's what I would do with 10 grand. That's what I would do with 100 grand. That's what I would do with a fucking billion. If you gave me a fucking $1 billion tomorrow, I would do the exact same shit. Except my drip buys, instead of being 200 or 300, would be 30,000, 50,000. You get what I'm saying? And it would take me 6 months to put all that money to work, because there's not always a good trade, man. So that's how I would do that. Let's see. Congratulations on the Bitcoin buy, sir. And if it goes down, I would blame Ashton Nolan, not me. Solar Winds, they're breaking out. All these growth stocks. So hopefully, and I need to get going. I got to talk to a key guy. Hopefully, these will build up some steam. So I just wanted to jump on and let you know. I see the breakouts coming. The only new stock I've put on is Dash. And I know inside the disc, look at Dash. It just keeps going. Damn it. I only bought a little bit too. I only bought 10 shares. That's all right. Even on 10 shares, up 100 and something bucks. I'll take it. Whereas Winds, casino stocks are cheap right now. They're starting to come up. So, man, we might be. It's looking good, man. Looking good. My man says, discipline will take you far in the market. Yes, sir. The market is the market will, humble you. And at the same time, if you allow it, help you build conviction and self-confidence in what you're doing. And it's not easy. I don't mean to present it like it's easy. It took me a lot of years. I lost a lot of money trading stocks, about 70,000, to learn and to figure out the money flow and separating my buy and hold and understanding the difference between a swing trade, a day trade, a position trade. To get it clear in my head to where I was compartmentalizing all these things and trading. It took me a long time. Now, I didn't have someone like myself laying it out going, hey, do this. I didn't have that. I'm figuring it out as I go. And there'd be, if you ever notice, whenever you meet someone who's in a dividend, that's all they talk about. They're just dividend guys. Dividend. And then you say, well, what about trade? You don't want to trade. Trading, you'll lose all your money. You don't trade. And you go, oh. Then you go to a trader and he's like, you just want to trade, man. You don't want to buy and hold. You don't want to buy index funds. You just want to trade. You just want to trade. And then you're like, feels like maybe there's somewhere in the middle. There's a time to trade. There's money to trade. But there's also, you should own some shit that you just own that just grows and makes money over time, right? So, but you'll notice a lot of people, if they teach real estate, they teach flipping. All they know is flip. They're not doing buy and hold and flipping. You want to be the guy that can do all of these things because they're all so similar and so connected. They really are, man. Once you study crypto, ain't much difference between crypto and stocks. Terminology's different. But once you figure it out, it ain't that much different, man. It really ain't, man. Ain't that much different, man. Just finished the Master Key. Ooh, that's a hard book to read, too. The Master Key System is a hard book to read. That's one of my favorites. Moving on to the 10X rule. Yeah, 10X is great, man. What are you reading, Gerald? What am I reading right this moment? You know what? That's funny you said that. I'm rereading Grant Cardone's, what is it? What the hell is it? Oh, Sell or Be Sold. That's a good one if you're trying to build conviction. Sell or Be Sold. That's a good book. Of Crypto just moves fast. Yes, it moves a hell of a lot faster. A hell of a lot faster. All right, that's it, man. Everything looks great. Everything in the portfolio is on the move. So, IBBJ. Let's check the junior biotech. Is that moving? Or IBB? Let's check IBB. Biotech still down. It's at least going in the right direction. Yep. I have mixed feelings on the paper trading, but I do think it's good for learning the basics. But be careful extracting from it because the emotions just aren't there, is when you put in real money. But other than that, it is great for the mechanics of learning the markets. If you don't have, hit my bio link there, man. Go to the newsletter, all this stuff. I put all my moves, not in real time. I text those in real time to the Money Flow gang, or in our Discord. Most of them already know what I'm going to do. So once you get text from me for a while, you know what I'm fixing to do. So look, you see where it says buying Bitcoin here, stage 1 at support on 1.8. So any moves I'm making, my man earlier was asking about trimming dividend stocks. I was trimming some right there. I had large positions in Campbell, Chevron, MO, Venturis, Well, and ED to add to a possible new position that I haven't bought yet. So I was raising a little money for that. Trimmed a little gush, closed out wax. And then this LCID was a trade idea that was mentioned in the Discord that's been doing really well. So I post that. It's usually a day or two delayed, but if you're in trading with me, before I do it, I let you know before I do it. So hope that helps. Charles Hanel, yeah, badass book. Very hard to read. The guy's a very deep thinker. You got to really be into the law of attraction and manifestation. I love it. He's also got several other books that are very hard to read. Anyway, you guys be good, man.